so now you have decided that you want to study in Australia and you think you just need to fill the form and submit. Well, that's a half-baked information. If that sounds like you, then you're in the right place. Hi, I'm Aditi. I'm an international student who came to Australia back in 2016 with full funding, and then a student turned lecturer where I worked in G8 universities for past 5 years. So I'm here to provide you with all the information from both sides of the desk as an international student as well as from a lecturer perspective or someone who works at the university. I'm here to hold your hand virtually so that you don't make these mistakes that no one talks about. The first point is there's a difference between university and college. In US and in India, we say that we are going to the college or we are studying in the college. In Australia, college is not equal to university. You have to make sure that you apply for universities in Australia and not to any colleges. So college in Australia is referred to those places of education which provides short-term courses like diplomas or certificate courses where adults or students can also go to do the diplomas or your certificate courses. So that's number one which you need to remember. Now the second one is that definitely when you have decided to apply, you also have a course in mind. So whenever you are searching for that course to study in Australia, make sure that the course is registered under CRICOS. That is it's a CRICOS registered course. So what is CRICOS registered course? So it is Commonwealth Register of Institutions and courses for overseas students. So if your course is registered under this database, then only you can come to Australia and can study. So that will be your gateway to visa as well your pathway to PR. I'll mention CRICOS database link in the description and you can have a look whether your course is registered under CRICOS or now. You might hear or you might get conditional offers from the university. In this conditional offer, the university might ask you to take a 6-month or a year course in college, which will be a pathway to the master's course in the university. Now this is different. So this college, what will this college be? This will say that it's Melbourne University, right? So they will ask you to do certification or diploma courses from Melbourne College itself. If it's Monash University, you have to do it from Monash College itself. So if it's University of Adelaide, it would be Adelaide College itself. So it makes sure that you don't apply to college directly by yourself, or even if your agent asks you, don't apply for college directly. What you would do is, so you have to make sure that only when a university sends you a conditional offer that you need to do this, then you can consider whether you want to go for this college or not. So the next point is, why do these universities offer you a conditional offer? Now there are various reasons. It might be some academic gap requirements, so therefore they might ask you. There might be some English language gap as well. So maybe different universities have different level of English requirement. So if you do not meet that, in some cases, if you have missed by slightly few points or something, then the university might advise you to do a year or 6 months college, which would be a pathway to the university master course. So this would be given that this is the pathway to the university's master course. Now the third point the university can provide you a conditional offer is, the university might have some courses which requires prerequisite courses. So you might want to change your subject, and the subject you are choosing now for your masters requires some prerequisites which you do not have. In that case, the university might want you to do a 6 months or a year college course, which would be a pathway to masters in the university. Lastly, another reason why the university might provide you conditional offer, because some overseas qualification aren't accepted directly in the Australian universities. In that case as well, the university might give you a conditional offer. So now you have received the conditional offer from the university, imagine. So if you receive the conditional offer from the university, you need to make sure and ask the university whether it's just that I need to do a 1 year or 6 months course and then no matter what the marks is, I will be granting the master's course in the university, or I have to be eligible in the sense that I have to get certain score, then only I will get enrolled in the master's course in the university level. So you have to make sure that what is the criteria. So there can be either or. So be sure about the criteria, and also ask whether by doing a year college, whether it will, and after that by doing a year college or 6 months college and then getting in the university to do your masters, will that allow you to apply for a PR post your education or not, at least whether you will be eligible or not. Definitely getting PR nowadays is not easy, but whether or at least you are eligible for applying for PR post your education or not in the Australian land. If you think that this video is providing you with any value, then do hit the like button, and if you need any clarification on any of the above points, you can comment below and I'll definitely go through this comment section and would reply. When you are looking for your master's course, you can find there are two types of master course. One is the master course, 2 years master course, and the next one is master by research course. So what is the difference between these two courses? Well, both of these are master courses. One where you have to do the courses and you are becoming entirely industry ready, whereas in the other one what happens is you have to take courses in the first year, but in the second year you will be concentrating on research. If you are interested in research, you can go for master by research, because by doing this definitely you can go to industry pathway, or else you can also plan whether if you want to do MPhil or PhD in the future. So this course would be helpful in that. The next one is about your application. So how to do the application? First is you can go online, you can apply for the courses online, go to each and individual websites of the specific university which you are targeting. You can go there, you can complete the form online and submit it online, or you can even download the PDF version, complete the form and then submit it. Or else there is also another way. In some states like in Victoria, in New South Wales, and as well as in Queensland, what you can do is you can apply for the state government portals where you are applying for all the universities at one go. All of these are accepted, so it's a choice that you can directly apply to the university portals or else at state admission centers. So this is the only difference. Either in some cases you can apply at the state admission center where you're applying to all the universities at one go, or in some cases you have to apply individually in whichever university you want to. Next very important thing which you must know is, if any time while during your application, if anything goes wrong or if you have any doubt, you should shoot a mail to International Student Support Team. So each and every universities in Australia has an international support team. So what you can do, you can just go, you type the university name and just write International Support Team. You will find an email. Just shoot a mail to that email ID regarding whatever problem you are facing. It is very important to know and be aware of where to contact, who is the point of contact if anything goes wrong or if you need any clarification. That is International Student Support Team, which is there in each and every university. So the next one is, what all documents do you require? Definitely you require academic transcripts. You also need your English language test score, which is either you can go for IELTS or TOEFL, also go for PTE, which is accepted. One is definitely your passport copy, your statement of purpose, that's your SOP. You also require reference letters for your courses, so be ready with your reference. You can ask a reference letter from them and keep it ready for your application. And last but not the least, in some universities you might also have to pay a fee. Application fee over here generally varies from in between $100 to $150. In case if you have attended any fairs, expo fairs, or you have been through any agents, just ask them for a waiver code. So generally they do have a code which can waive off your application fees, so that is possible. You can even ask the support office, the international support teams. You can also ask them that if they can support you to waive off your application fee, giving proper reasons, a reason out, then they can also help you out with the waiver. And last but not the least, some universities, once you enroll, they do refund the application fee. So yes, this, if you can save the application fee, you can actually save 2 weeks of your grocery shopping in Australia. Well, when I was applying, I wasn't aware about this fee waiver thing in Australia, and I ended up applying in a university where they didn't charge any application fee. So now this is the bonus point, that is deadlines. So in some countries what can happen is you can have a universal deadline, whereas in Australia that is not the case. Different universities have different deadline, different courses is offered in different semester, and that can have different deadline. In Australia, the intake already happens in Feb as well as in July. Sometime it also happens in September, and there is a small intake which happens in the month of November. So you have to be very, very careful about the deadlines. Even direct university application deadlines or the state admission centers have different deadlines. You have to be aware of. In case you miss the deadlines, then approach the international student team. I've told you before that anytime, any point you are facing anything or need any clarification, shoot a mail to them. So in case if you miss a deadline, just shoot a mail to them asking that this has happened, if there is any possibility way out that you can apply, or if they can guide you along the way. So they would definitely help you out, that's for sure. I think that this video saved you from stress. Do comment AU ready. Also, if you have any clarification or if you want to know about anything, suggest below what do you want to know in the comment section. I'll try to answer those. In case you don't know, I'm making a series where I'm providing all the insights we have from being an international student as well as being a lecturer over here. I would provide all the insights in the upcoming series. If it's something which resonates with you, do hit the subscribe button and join this family. And if you have any clarification, any doubts, any question, please comment below. I'll see you again in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.